So today what I want to do is revision for your test on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So what are the topics that are coming in maths?
Quadratic and trigonometry.
Trigonometry.
Quadratic equations plus trigonometry.
Yeah.
Trigonometry is everything except solutions of triangles, right?
No, even equations is not there.
Yeah.
Equations is not there.
Yeah. So only
No.
the identities.
Okay. So do you guys have any doubts or something?
Actually, yeah.
So equations are not there, then only the basic stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't have doubts, then I have questions.
I have a few doubts.
Hmm.
I just find them on that side.
Yeah. Are you finding something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Find your doubts. This test will be an advanced test, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will need to be very careful when you are doing the paper. There will be some 18 questions, okay?
Hmm.
18 questions will be there, and you will have 1 hour for each of these 18 questions. I want you to attempt 12, 13, no more
Yeah.
than that, and do it correctly. 12, 13 is enough to get good marks. I mean, if you have time and you have already solved 12, 13, obviously go ahead, two or more, but this is how much you should attempt. Like there might be some questions that are long or something weird is there, right? This is how much you should ideally attempt and get that right. Okay, so let's see. Which question? The first one, 16th.
No, 18th one.
Okay. 18th one is tan 20. No, is lambda sine 40. What is lambda?
Okay.
So question is tan 20 degree plus tan 40 degree.
No, that's the 19th one.
Oh, that is 19th. So your question is 18th, previous one.
Yeah.
Okay. The least value of the expression sine plus cosec whole square plus cos plus sec whole square. Sine theta plus cosec theta whole square plus cos theta plus sec theta whole square. You have to find the least value.
Hmm.
Okay. So if you square it, then you get sine square plus 1 by sine square, right? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get sine square theta plus cosec square theta plus 2 plus cos square theta plus sec square theta plus 2, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now it is obvious that this is sum of two reciprocals which are positive, right?
Yeah.
AMGM implies that it is greater than 2.
Oh.
So the answer will be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 greater than equal to 8.
Oh,
This is AMGM, no? X square plus 1 by x square
yeah, yeah.
is greater than equal to 2. And this is also greater than equal to 2.
Yeah, so the answer should be 8, right?
Greater than equal to 8.
It's given 9.
It is given 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then maybe what is happening is both of them are not becoming 2 at the same time, right?
Mhm.
You understand? Yeah, that is correct. Sine theta and sine theta and cos theta do not take the value of 1 at the same time, no?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You understand? So when
Yeah.
sine theta is 1, this part is 2, right?
Yeah.
But then cos theta is 0 at that moment.
Yeah.
So it is not defined also, no? Sec square theta.
Mm.
Correct? So it will
Mm,
not be at this
yeah.
moment, right? Because it is becoming infinite or something, right?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When sine
Yeah.
theta is 1, theta is equal to pi by 2, right? At that moment, these two terms become 2, right?
Yeah.
But this becomes really large, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So
Yeah.
that is not the minimum clearly, right? And both of them cannot be 2 at the same time, right? Opposite will
Yeah.
happen when this becomes 2, this becomes infinite, because 0 it will become 2, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
So you have to go for some balance point, right? Where both of them are giving some value, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So it will be 45 for sure. So theta is 45, right? At that moment, this is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, right?
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
1 by 2 plus 1 by 2,
But yeah.
right? No. This is not 1 by 2. This is 2, right?
Yeah.
Root 2, right? And this is also 2, right? So you
Oh,
have
the
Yeah.
4
root 2
plus 1,
probably.
5.
Yeah.
5 plus
2.
4, 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
both at
Yeah.
0 and 90, the values become undefined, no?
Yeah.
And it becomes infinite, right?
Hmm.
It will be minimum when they are equal. Like this is becoming 2.5, no? At 45. And this is also becoming 2.5. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you find minimum for sec square plus cosec square?
You could probably try that also. Sec square is 1
Because
by cos square plus 1 by sine square, right?
yeah.
So this becomes sine square cos square plus sine square plus cos square. So 1, right?
Yeah.
Correct? Sine square, cos square,
Yeah.
everything is right. No, yeah. So this is that plus sine square
Yeah.
theta
Plus
plus cos square
there'll be
theta
one again.
plus uh,
4.
4, right? Correct. So this is 5 plus 1 by sine square theta cos square theta, right? Which can be
Yeah.
written as 4 by 4. So it is
Yeah.
5 plus 4 by sine square 2 theta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
when sine square 2 theta is 1, right? This becomes 9. Otherwise, sine square 2 theta will be less than 1, no?
Yeah.
Normally, sine square 2 theta can take values between 0 to 1.
Yeah.
0 to 1. Yeah.
So when it is the maximum value, it will be the minimum total.
0.
Yeah.
So when sine square 2 theta is 1, that means 2
And
theta is 90, right? So theta is
yeah. Okay.
45.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
You understand? You could
Yeah.
do it like that also. Okay. But
So,
AMGM you have to remember. Okay. AMGM is
yeah.
going to be handy anywhere. You have sent something more. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent a question.
After that, Akhil has sent something. What is it?
Yeah, the 14th one.
14th one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cos of lambda plus delta sine of alpha plus beta is equal to cos this minus this sine this minus this. Then the value of cot. The value of
Yeah.
cot alpha, cot gamma, cot epsilon is what? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So basically you have to express it in terms of beta, this expression, right? Finally, this
Yes.
expression should come in terms of beta. Okay. So cos sine and cos sine. Okay. Okay. So I am very tempted to do this. So let's just do that.
Yeah, even I did that, and I did componendo dividendo.
Hmm.
But then the answer I'm getting doesn't match with the question.
Are you getting something close to this thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I got cot alpha, cot beta is equal to cot delta tan gamma. But then, however I rearrange it, it's not coming. Like the question is not coming.
So let's see. Let's see. If I do componendo dividendo, what happens? Cos plus cos
Yeah.
by cos minus this should be equal to this plus this by top minus bottom,
Yeah.
right? So this becomes cos c plus cos t is 2 cos c cos t,
Hmm.
and cos c minus cos t is 2 sin d, right?
Yeah.
And this becomes 2 sine alpha cos beta, and this becomes minus 2 sine beta cos alpha. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct, no?
Yeah.
I think I
Okay.
found my mistake.
Yeah. So
I took the reverse of this.
so this becomes cot gamma cot delta is equal to minus is equal to tan alpha cot beta minus, right?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you bring it here, it becomes cot gamma cot alpha, right? Is equal to
Cot,
minus
yeah,
cot
yeah.
beta, right?
Yeah.
What will be the answer, dude?
Yeah.
Minus cot beta. Why is it not coming in the options? Minus, have we made some mistake somewhere? Oh, wait, somewhere some sign will be opposite or something. Have they made some mistake somewhere? Cos c plus cos t and all is fine, no? Cos c minus cos t will be, okay, here also there will be a minus sign, okay? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Answer is cot beta. Okay.
Yeah.
Akhil, you understood, no?
Yes, sir.
There is a mistake in the
I made a
identity.
mistake in substituting the formula.
Some simple mistake is there. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's the idea is the same. It is just ratios and componendo and dividendo.
Yeah.
Okay, any other question in this picture? No.
No, not in this. Oh yeah, the period, the 15th one, the period of the function, like I
Period of the
mentioned what
function.
that is.
Period of the function is basically, so this is not something that you can do right now, but we'll discuss it briefly. Period of sin x is 2 pi, because 2 pi, after 2 pi, sin x values keep repeating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically sin x values start repeating after 2 pi, right? This is the graph of sin x, no? Cos x is also 2 pi.
Yeah.
Okay, because it repeats after 2 pi. Cos x is just going to be shifted a little bit, right?
Yeah.
This is cos x. But on the other hand, tan x is pi. Because tan x, if you notice, it will be like this. And then it will be starting again. This is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, no, it becomes infinity. and minus infinity.
Yeah, the
Tan
graph.
x, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tan x will repeat after pi intervals. In each pi interval, it starts repeating, right?
Yes.
So that is called period. Period means the distance on the x-axis after which it is the same, right?
Yeah.
So the definition is if f of x plus t, capital T, is equal to f of x for all values of x, right? Then t is the period. This t is the smallest such value. This is the smallest such value for which this is true.
Okay.
Basically, if I put 4
Yeah.
pi, it would also be a repeating, right?
Yeah.
Sin
Yeah,
x would also repeat for 4 pi and 6 pi and 8 pi, right? So smallest value after which it repeats is 2 pi. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now notice that it is important here what I wrote here. All values of x. It's not like one particular value has matched, then that is the period, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? Like
Yeah.
it's not necessary just because sine 30 is equal to sine 150. That doesn't mean that 120 degrees is the period.
Wow.
You understand? Because sine
Yeah, yeah.
31 will not be equal to sine 151, no?
Yeah.
Right? This is wrong, no?
Yeah.
So just because one particular value has matched, it doesn't have to be the period. What has to happen is every value of x, it will fit. It's an identity for all values of x, right? On the
Yeah,
other hand,
yeah.
I can always say that sine 30 is equal to sine 390 and sine 31 is equal to sine 391 and sine
Yeah.
32 is equal to sine 392. That will always be true. I'm just adding 2 pi, right?
Yeah.
That will
Yeah.
always be true. Okay. If I add 120 degree, it's not always true, no? Is all of you understanding, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So period of the function that they are asking is sine 2x by 3 plus sine 3x by 2, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Plus sine 3x by 2. So think about it. If sine x period was 2 pi, right? Sine 2x period will be pi. Why?
Yeah.
Because here x could go from 0 to 2 pi, no? And you'll get different values. And after
Yeah.
that, it starts repeating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To cover the whole curve of sine, right? Sine curve. This is the sine curve, suppose. You have to go from x 0 to 2 pi, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
here
yeah.
it is 2x, right? X has to go from only 0 to pi to cover the entire curve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? The variation in x has to be only till pi, right? After that, it will start repeating, right?
Yeah.
Because it is 2 times x, right?
Yes.
That will in 0 to pi values of x will itself cover everything on this curve, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
After which it starts repeating. So here the period becomes pi. So in general, what you should know is that if my sine x period was 2 pi, then sine of k times x period will be 2 pi by k.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have basically compressed the x, right? By multiplying the k,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
period of this will be 2 pi by 2 by 3, right? So that is 3 pi, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Right? And period of this will be 2 pi by 3 by 2, which is 4 pi by 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
are individual periods of these two, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Correct. What is the period of the combined thing? Now, period of the combined thing, generally, it should be LCM of these two, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Generally, if you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
two things which are repeating, then they will repeat in a common pattern after LCM, no?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, suppose two clocks are beating, right? At one is changing at 10 seconds intervals, right? Or I am not giving a good example, but suppose something is changing at 10 seconds interval, other thing is changing at 12 seconds interval, right?
Yeah.
Then they will start matching after 60 seconds, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, right? So
Yeah.
this is repeating after 3 pi and this is repeating after 4 pi by 3. Then LCM of these two should be the answer, right?
Yeah.
So LCM of a fraction a by b and c by d. Okay, LCM of two fractions, right?
Yeah.
LCM of numerator by HCF of denominator.
Yeah. Okay.
Fractions are 3 pi by 1 and 4 pi by 3, right?
Yeah.
LCM
Yeah.
of numerator is 12 pi and HCF of denominator is 1. I think it should be 12 pi, but
Okay.
yeah, check the answer D. I think it will be D. Sometimes there are mistakes in this. Sometimes trigonometric functions have weird behavior. It looks like it should be this, but it could be half of that also.
Okay.
So sometimes you will have to check 6 pi and all. But here, check the answer once. Should be 12 pi.
Yeah, it's D only. Yeah.
Yeah. Here it should not be a problem. I will give you an example where it is a problem. Mod
Okay.
sin x plus mod cos x. Okay. Fx is equal to. So first of all, what is the period of mod sin x individually and mod cos x individually, right?
Yeah.
Now, mod sin x was like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mod sin x will be just reflection of this. It will be like this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So notice that mod sin x graph will just be repetition after each pi, right?
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
each pi value, it is going to be the same graph, no?
Same thing. Yeah.
Right? So period of mod sin x is pi and period of this is pi. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
normally you would have assumed that LCM of this would be pi only, pi by 1 and pi by 1 LCM, right?
Yeah.
And answer should have been pi, but it turns out that the answer is pi by 2. Because when you do the actual calculations of mod sin x and mod cos x, no? So do x is equal to say 30 degree, right?
Yeah.
Mod sin x would be equal to half and mod cos x would be equal to root 3 by 2, right? Now, if you take x is equal to 120 degree, it is still half and this is minus root 3 by 2, but that,
Yeah.
what am I doing? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, correct. So, if x is equal to 120, I have added 90, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So, cos x is cos 120, right?
Yeah.
So, cos 120 is basically minus half. Huh?
Yeah.
But sine 120 is root 3 by 2. No?
Yeah.
And this is 1 by 2, right?
Yeah.
So, it's coming as the same, no?
Yeah.
You can take any other angle also. Verify for 60 degree also. It will come the same. Like actually the addition of the mod sin x and mod cos x, it adds up in a weird way, in such a way, this is mod cos x, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Right. So at any point you are going to add this and add this, right? Get some value here. And here you will add this and add this, you'll get some value here, right?
Yeah.
It adds up in such a way that it starts repeating after 90 only.
Okay.
Like you can take 0 value, the function will be, value of fx will be 1, and at 90 degree also it is 1, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to wait till 180 degree, which was being expected by the LCM method, right?
Yeah.
It is repeating at 90 degree differences.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to be careful in these period questions, and this is anyway a question on the functions chapter of calculus. So actually right now it's not a good time to do these, but anyway it has been asked. So in general, for the simple questions that you will encounter, you will see questions like the ones we saw just now. So sine 2x by 3 plus sine 2x, right?
Yeah.
Period of this will be 2 pi by 2 by 3 and period of this will be 2 pi by 2, right?
Yeah.
So this period will be 3 pi and this period will be pi, and LCM of these two will be 3 pi. how do you take LCM if it was some fraction and all? LCM of two fractions. LCM of two fractions is LCM of numerators
And
by
HCF.
HCF of denominators.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so be careful here because sometimes it could be like this: 2 pi by 6 and 3 pi by 4, right? So
Yeah.
the LCM of numerators is 6 pi and HCF of denominators is 2. Answer should be 3 pi. Okay,
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah.
Don't make the mistake of switching this because you realize that if you take HCF and all on top, no, it will become really small,
Yeah.
right? LCM of numerators ensures that the number is large, right? It's the LCM on top and
Yeah.
LCM on bottom that makes it a big value, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense to be LCM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so next one. Okay, someone has sent something already. Rishi, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have sent one quadratic polynomial question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Quadratic polynomial is formed with one of the zeros being this, where a and b are integers. Well, this is a biquadratic polynomial. Okay, fine. So let's do it. Quadratic polynomial fx is equal to x square plus ax plus b is formed with one of the zeros. One root is 4 plus 3 root 3. 4 plus 3 root 3 by
By 2
plus root 3, where a and b are integers. A and b belong to z, integers. Okay, and gx is a biquadratic. Gx is x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 10x square plus 4x minus 10, such that g of 4 plus 3 root 3 by 2 plus root 3 is equal to c root 3 plus d. C and d are also integers.
Find ABCD.
Find ABCD. Okay. Okay. 4 plus 3 root 3 by 2 plus root 3. That is giving another value here. Okay. One root is this. A and B are integers. Okay. So first thing is to simplify this, right?
Yeah.
4 plus 3 root 3 by 2 plus root 3 multiplied by 2 minus root 3 by 2 minus root 3. So this becomes, on top becomes 8 minus 4 root 3 plus 6 root 3 minus 3 into 3, 9, right?
Yeah.
Right? 4
By
minus 3. So
Yeah.
this becomes 2 root 3
2 root 3
minus 1.
1.
2 root 3 minus 1, right?
Yeah.
This is my root, right? One root, right?
Yes.
Now, the thing is that a and b are integers, right?
Yeah.
So the other root will also be 2 root 3 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
If a and b are integers, the irrational roots will occur in pairs, no?
Yeah.
So it should be
Irrational root.
conjugate, right?
So that's why I'm saying it will be 2 root 3 plus 1.
Okay.
Are you understanding why?
Yeah.
The reason is that some of the roots has to be rational, no?
Yeah.
Minus a, right? Some of the roots. And product of the roots has to be integer also.
Yeah.
So clearly, some of the roots has to be a rational number. One of the roots is irrational. The other root has to be the opposite type of irrational.
Yeah. Yeah.
So actually, it should be minus 1 minus 2 root 3.
Yeah.
This is one root. The other root has to be minus 1 minus 2 root 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Only then will you cancel out the irrationality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? You have to be able to cancel out the irrationality. So when you do the sum now, sum of the two roots becomes -2, right?
-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a is equal to 2,
Yeah.
and product of the two roots becomes, product of the two roots is -1 whole square minus 12, right?
Yeah.
So 1 minus 12
Yeah,
minus
12.
11, right? So b is equal to -11, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Now this part, g of this value, g of -1 plus 2 root 3, right?
Hmm.
Becoming this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have found the roots of this. I found a and b. Now I have to figure out what is happening here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, so first, can we guess some obvious root for this? 1 plus, okay, 16 plus 16, 32 minus 40 minus 8 plus 8, 32 minus 40 minus 10 is coming. Okay. So it's not cancelling at 2. Okay, fine. We'll not try to guess more. We'll just see what can be done here. Okay. So gx is equal to x power 4. X power 4 plus 2x cube minus 10x square plus 4x minus 10, and g of -1 plus 2 root 3, right? This is what I want to find. This is given to be equal to c root 3 plus d.
Yeah.
I mean, there is an obvious thing that I can just put it, right? I will get the answer.
Yeah.
It's not like too difficult also. -1 plus root 12. I mean, but is there some faster way? X square.
Sir, we could substitute the value of a and b in the first equation f of x, and then from there we can multiply, like, we know that that value will be 0, so we can keep multiplying
F of
x
x we
squared
can
to
keep
it.
a factor, right?
Yeah, we
Okay.
could.
Basically,
Yeah, that's right.
f of x is equal to x square. We had found a and b earlier, no? What was it? -1 or -2. A was what? Some of the root
Yeah.
2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because some of the roots
2
would be
and
-2.
11.
Minus.
So
Yeah.
x square
Yeah,
plus 2x minus 11, right?
Hmm.
Something like this was happening, no?
yeah.
Just check the previous b came as -11, right? Yeah, b came as -11.
Yes.
So let's try to, that is a good idea, because you know that f of -1 plus 2 root 3 is 0, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So we should use that. So if we can somehow write gx using this value of fx, right?
Yeah.
It might be useful, right?
Okay.
Because we can cancel out some stuff from there, no? Then,
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
so let's write x square plus 2x minus 11 whole square, right? That will be
Yeah.
what? That will be x power 4 plus 4x square plus 121 minus 2 into 22x square, right?
Yeah.
Minus
Hmm.
minus 4 into 2 and minus 2 into 2 into 11. So minus 44x plus 2
4x
into
cube.
2x cube, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So this is what is coming, x power 4 plus 4x cube, right? Minus 18x square minus 44x plus 121, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to make it 2x cube, so I have to do a minus 2x into x square plus 2x minus 11, right?
Yeah.
So that minus 2x cube, this cancels this, right? And
Yeah.
becomes the original thing, right? And there is a minus
Yes.
4x square that comes from here. So this
Yeah.
becomes minus 22x square, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Minus 22x square. and becomes a plus 22x here. So this becomes a minus 22x, right?
22. Yeah.
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 So you are getting a minus 22x square minus 22x plus 121, right? And now I will just
Yeah.
write the remaining, whatever has to come. So it should be plus 12x square plus
Yeah.
26x, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 131, right?
Yeah.
Something like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that has to be added, then only you will get the original thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's multiply it by 12 times x square plus 2x minus 11, right?
Hmm.
Right? It is 12x square plus 24x.
Yeah.
You just have to do a plus 2x and minus 132. So you have to do a plus 1, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we have factorized everything in terms of this, right?
Yeah. So even if you like do
Yes,
long
yes.
division, you get the remainder as 2x plus 1 itself. Right?
It's basically long division only what we have done.
Yeah. So,
And this will be 0, this will be
Yeah.
0, this will be 0. You just have to do 2x plus 1.
yeah. Yeah.
2 of
Yeah. And then substitute.
minus 1 plus 2 root 3 plus 1, right?
Plus 1. Yeah.
So it is
Plus
becoming
1.
minus
Yeah.
2 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 4 root 3, right?
Yeah.
So D is equal to minus
Mhm.
1, C is equal to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is basically long division only.
Hmm.
Yes.
If it was some
yes.
simpler one, it was not quadratic factors, I would have done it by that brackets method, right? Whatever that
Yeah.
method is called, Horner's method. But
Yeah.
anyway, this is similar to that only. That is what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get these factors because the value of fx at this is 0.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if I put this root here, then it will cancel out this, cancel out this, cancel out this, and so on, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, this is done. So one important thing here was notice that in a quadratic equation, you have many conditions. If A, B, C are real numbers, right?
Yeah.
Then imaginary roots will come in pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imaginary roots in pairs. And if A, B, C are rational numbers,
Hmm.
then irrational roots will come in pairs.
Yes. Yeah.
This is important to know because this was the only thing that helped us solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irrational roots will come in pairs because this follows from the sum and product relation.
Product rule. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because otherwise, if they don't come in pairs, how will it add up to be a rational number, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You cannot have ABC rational and alpha and beta are adding up to be not in pairs irrational, right?
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do the next one. After this, which one was it? Akhil had sent something. Yeah.
Yeah. The second question.
Root 2 minus sine alpha minus cos alpha. Bhavesh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You don't have any doubts?
So I sent the question.
Okay. Okay. This is equal to what? Basically, they're asking.
Yeah.
Okay. This seems fairly easy, dude. Like,
I don't know where to start in this question.
take root 2 common and it will become root 2 common. Take root 2 common. It becomes 1 minus 1 by root 2 sine alpha
Yeah. And then substitute.
minus
for that.
1 by root 2 cos alpha, right?
Yeah.
And this becomes,
Yeah.
divide this root 2 here. So this becomes sine alpha by root 2 minus cos alpha by root 2,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
now you can write this as 1 minus, this becomes, you can write it in many ways, but I will write it as cos of pi by 4 plus
Yeah.
pi by 4 plus alpha, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is, no, this is not correct. Pi by 4 minus alpha it will be.
Uh-huh.
It can be written like this, right?
Yeah.
Or it can also be written like this: 1 minus sine of pi by 4 plus alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either this or this, right? We'll see
Yeah.
which one is more useful. We'll realize later. So
And
this can be written as 1 second. Just hold on for a moment. Okay. So this can be written as, again, in many ways. One way is sine of pi by 4. Oh, no, alpha minus pi by 4,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
It can also be written as cos of minus of cos of pi by 4 plus alpha, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cos plus minus sine would have been that, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be fine. This is correct. So now you can simplify it a little bit, because okay, so now it is clear. So this becomes, see, this can be written as 1 minus cos theta is 2 sine square theta by 2, no?
Yeah.
2 sine
Yeah.
square
2 sine square theta.
pi by 8 minus alpha by 2, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
minus of cos theta can be written as cos square theta by 2 minus sine square theta by 2, right? But that doesn't help much here. So maybe I should have simplified this like this, right?
Yeah. You would have put sine or
It would have helped, no?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you understand? I will write this as sine here. On top, I will use this one,
Yeah.
and on bottom,
Yeah.
I will use this
Yeah.
one, because it is giving the same angle, right?
Yeah.
So sine alpha, I will write as 2 sine alpha by 2 minus pi by 8 cos alpha by 2 minus pi by 8, right?
Yeah.
2 sine gets
Then
cancelled, and it
yeah.
becomes sine by cos. So tan, see, sine by cos, but the angles are slightly weird, but this I can replace. So tan pi by 8 minus alpha by 2.
Yeah.
Cos I can switch without changing the sign, right?
Yeah.
You understand? It's like basically decide which one will you use, right?
Yeah.
You can write this anytime you see a 1 by root 2 and all. It's very easy to write it. You can write it in multiple ways: cos pi by 4 minus alpha, sine pi by 4 plus alpha, or denominator cos pi by 4 plus alpha, sine alpha minus pi by 4.
Yeah.
Use whichever one gives the same angle in numerator and denominator, right?
Yeah.
After that, it is simple. Okay. Next one is which one? Oh, wait. Akhil had sent, Rishi had sent something.
Yeah.
Okay. The number of ordered pairs AB, number of ordered pairs where AB are integers, satisfying the inequality minimum of x square plus a minus bx, right?
Yeah. Plus 1
Plus
minus
1 minus a minus b is greater than maximum of minus x square plus a plus bx minus 1 plus a plus b for all x belongs to real. A and b are integers. Okay. Minimum of this thing is greater than maximum of this thing. Okay. So it's not hard. Minimum of this quadratic, right? This is a positive looking quadratic first, right? See?
Yeah.
First term is positive, right? So minimum value will happen at minus b by 2a value, no?
Yeah.
X is equal to minus b by 2a. That point the minimum will happen, right?
Yeah.
And the value of the minimum will be, I think, minus d by 4a, right?
Minus d by 4a, yeah.
Correct? So the value of this minimum
Hmm.
directly you can write. It is minus of discriminant. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So that is
Yeah.
4ac minus b square by 4a, right?
Yeah.
For this quadratic. So let's do
Hmm.
the 4 times a is 1, c is 1 minus a minus b minus b square, a
A
minus b
minus
whole
B
square
whole square.
by 4, right?
4. Yeah.
Correct. So
Yeah.
this becomes 4 minus 4a minus 4b. So 4 minus a plus b, right?
Yeah.
Minus a minus b whole square by
By 4.
4. Okay, fine. Let it be like this. This doesn't helping. This is not helping much.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll keep it like this. This is the minimum.
Uh-huh.
This has to be greater than the maximum of this, right?
Yeah.
See, this is a quadratic like this, no? Because of this.
Yeah.
The maximum will also happen as minus b by 2a for itself. And the
Yes.
maximum value will be minus d by 4a again.
Minus same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So same thing, but for this quadratic, right?
Yeah.
So 4ac,
Yes.
4 times a is minus 1, c is
Minus.
minus of this. So plus 1 minus 1 plus a
Yeah.
plus b minus b square, a plus b whole square, right?
Yeah. By
Yeah,
By
yeah.
4
4.
into minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So finally, it is basically this, right? This inequality, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This inequality we have to solve. So let's simplify it a little bit, cancel off the 4 and all. 1 minus a minus b minus a minus b whole square by 4 is greater than, divided by minus 4. So minus 1 plus a plus b
Yeah.
minus 4. So plus a plus b whole square by 4,
By
right?
4. Yeah.
And bring everything to that side, right? Let's
Yeah.
bring everything to that side, or everything to this side. So 1 minus a minus b plus 1 plus a plus b, right? Minus a minus b whole square by 4 minus a plus b whole square
Whole
by
square
4
Yeah.
is greater than equal to 0.
Yeah.
So you will get a and b cancels here. So 2 minus, and take 1 by 4 common. This is a minus b whole square plus a plus b whole square, right?
Yeah.
2 minus, this is 2 times a square plus b square by 4, right? Is greater than 0, right?
Yeah.
So you get basically 1 minus a square plus b square by 4 is greater than 0. So 1 is greater than this by 4. So a square plus b square is less than 4, right?
Yeah.
Now you just have to count number of ordered pairs. No, a and b are integers, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's super easy because a square plus b square can be 0, can be 1, can be 2, and can be 3, right?
Yeah.
There is only one ordered pair here. There is 2 ordered pairs here, right?
Yeah.
There is one ordered pair here. It cannot be anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And there is no ordered pair here.
No. No. 3. Yeah.
No ordered pair, right?
Hmm.
It cannot, a and b integers cannot add the
Integers, right.
squares and become 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So there are 4
But,
total ordered pairs.
You can include minus 1 also, right?
Oh wait, minus 1 I had forgotten about. A
Yeah.
and b are integers, so you'll get more ordered pairs,
Yeah.
right? So you'll get minus 1, 0 here,
0
and
minus
0
1.
comma minus 1 here, right?
Yeah.
Down
And
also.
you'll also get
Minus
minus 1,
1,
minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 1, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
4 here, 1 here. So 9 are coming,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
3
yeah.
still it will not work,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So 9 should be the answer.
Hmm.
Okay. But you understood how we took maxima and minima, no?
Yeah.
If the
Yeah,
quadratic looks like this, maxima and minima will come at this point, and the value of the quadratic will be minus d by 4a.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to know these facts, then the question becomes very fast. You can solve it quickly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then there is this question of set of values of alpha. Set of values of alpha in this. Set of values of alpha in 0 to 2 pi such that log of x plus 1 by x 2 sine alpha minus 1 is less than equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an inequalities question. First of all, realize that x, is there something given for x? Okay, nothing is given for x, but x has to be positive, obviously,
Hmm.
because if x is negative, then x plus 1 by x is negative, then log is not defined, right?
Yeah.
X has to be positive, then x plus 1 by x is always greater than 2.
Yeah.
Sum of two reciprocals, right? AM,
Yeah.
GM again. So this base of this logarithm is always greater than 2, right?
Yeah. But
That,
like, do we need that?
uh-huh.
You can just put 2 sine alpha minus 1 is x plus 1 by x to the power 0, right? Like less
No, but
than
it is
or equal.
important to know the base is greater than or lesser than 1, no?
Ah, okay.
If you don't know that, the log inequalities can be opposite, no, for lesser than 1 base.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You understand? Only
Yeah,
after
yeah,
I know the
Yeah.
base is, if it is a log like this, I can do stuff, okay? X is less than 2 square. But if it is a
yeah.
log like this, it will be opposite inequality, no?
Yeah.
Or half to the power square, right?
Hmm.
So that is why I'm saying this, that x plus 1 by x is supposed to be greater than 2, right?
Yeah.
So that means my inequality will be normal stuff. It will not be reversed,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
Hmm.
So 2 sine alpha, now for it to be negative, 2 sine alpha minus 1 should be less than equal to 1, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
The base of the log is greater than 2. So this thing has to be less than 1 for the log to be negative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means 2 sine alpha is less than equal to 2. Sine alpha is less than equal to 1, right?
Yeah.
But that is always satisfied. Like, what is this weirdness? 1 second. You also have to, is it some alpha or something here? No. 2 sine alpha is less than equal to 0.
It could depend on the sign of, like, on which quadrant alpha is, right?
Sine alpha, no matter which quadrant, it's always less than 1.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter, no? Set of values of alpha. There's some weirdness is happening. I think, is there some mistake in the question then? Then, oh wait, one thing we had to ensure was this is positive, no? For it to be defined,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 sine alpha minus 1 should be greater than 0, no? For it to be defined. Log to be
Yeah.
defined, right? So
Yeah.
sine
Yeah.
alpha is
Yeah.
also greater than half, right?
Hmm.
Now it is over, half to 1.
Yeah.
Bhavesh, are you understanding? For log to be defined, this has to be positive, no? Otherwise log itself will be undefined.
Yeah.
So sine alpha should be greater than half and it should be less than equal to 1. So sine
Yeah.
alpha greater than half is very easy. Just draw the graph, okay? So draw the graph like this, okay? And 0 to 2 pi, this is plot a half line, right?
Yeah.
So at 30 degree, it will cut once. At 150 degree, it will cut once, right? Correct? Above half, it is in this portion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pi by 6 to 5 pi by 6, right?
Yeah.
And you have to not include it. Sine alpha was strictly greater than half, right?
Yeah.
So it will be not included pi by 6 to 5 pi by 6, right?
Yeah.
It will anyway always be less than 1,
Yeah.
but this is the portion that restricts the x, right? Alpha,
Yeah. Yeah.
correct? In general, if you have inequalities and all on sine and all, no, it is good to draw a graph of sine cos and then figure out.
Okay.
Try to draw the graph of sine and cos and then figure out, it will be better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is this one. Any other questions?
No.
No other questions are there.
Yeah, I have one question. I'll just send it.
Hmm.
1 second. Yeah, I sent it in the group.
Yeah. Okay. Paragraph x is equal to cos 2 pi by 7 plus cos 4 pi by 7 plus cos 8 pi by 7. Oh, okay. Y is equal to, it feels like this is not a question that, okay, 1 sec. Maybe it is fine. 4 pi by 7 plus sine 8 pi by 7. 2 pi, 4 pi, 8 pi. Okay. Okay. Value of x square plus y square, x square minus y square, and so on.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to simplify it a little bit because, okay, first of all, actually, we don't have to do much here. X square plus y square gives 3 immediately, right? If you do x square, it will be sum of the squares
Yeah.
plus 2 times sum of product of the terms, no?
Yeah.
Cos,
Yeah.
cos. And y square will be sum of the sine squares and 2 times sum of the sine.
Side, yeah.
So when you do x square plus y square, this cos square and sine square will add, no?
Yeah.
It will be
One.
3
And
plus
become, 3.
2 times. You will get cos 3 terms and sine 3 terms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cos 4 pi by 7 plus cos 4 pi by 7 cos 8 pi by 7 plus cos 2 pi by 7 cos 8 pi by 7 plus sine, right?
Yeah.
Same things for sine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously now cos plus sine there will be corresponding terms, no?
Yeah.
I'll just write it as cos 2 pi by 7 cos 4 pi by 7 plus sine will be cos 2 pi by 7 minus 4 pi by 7
Yeah.
plus there will be one term cos 4 pi by 7 minus 8 pi by 7 and there will be one term cos 2 pi by 7 minus 8 pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
And this will become cos 2 pi by 7, this will become cos 4 pi by 7 and this will become cos 6 pi by 7,
5 by
right?
7.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And 6 pi by 7 is 2 pi minus 8 pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is equal to cos 8 pi by 7.
Yeah.
So this becomes equal to x, right? So 3 plus 2x,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You understand what has happened?
Yeah.
You have just squared it. Notice that 3 will come, right? After that, you are doing sum of this and sum of this. No, so there is simple identities, no, cos plus sine,
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
right? And after that, notice that
Yeah.
cos 6 pi by 7 is going to be same as 8 pi by 7 because 14 pi by 7 minus 6 pi by 7 is equal to 8 pi by 7, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, you can do x square minus y square also. Nothing difficult will come there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct, no? And the last one also you can do it at the value of x and y, right? Find the value. Now it will be slightly different. you'll have to actually calculate.
Okay.
You'll have to actually calculate. How will you start calculating? Group these terms, right? I will do one of them. X is equal to cos 2 pi by 7
Yeah.
plus cos 4 pi by 7 plus cos 8 pi by 7, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
becomes cos 2 pi by 7 plus 8 pi by 7 I will group together, and 4 pi by 7 I will leave. And what will this become? 2 cos this plus this by 2. So 5 pi by 7
Yeah.
Mm.
cos this minus this by 2. 3 pi by 7, right? 3 pi by 7.
Yeah,
Correct?
3
Yeah.
pi by 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus cos 4 pi by 7. So now 4 pi by 7 and this is 3 pi by 7. So this is pi minus 4 pi by 7, no?
Yeah.
So this is sure, no? Pi minus 4 pi by, yeah, correct. So this is minus 2 cos 5 pi by 7 cos 4 pi by 7, no?
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah,
cos
yeah.
4 pi by 7, correct? So take cos 4 pi by 7 common. It is 1 minus 2 cos 5 pi by 7,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
1 minus 2 cos 5 pi by 7 is coming. So that doesn't seem to help much, but feel like we have missed a trick somewhere.
Like, is the sum of all angles being 2 pi any helpful?
Sum of which angles?
Like
It
2 pi
should
by
be
7
helpful.
becoming 14 pi by 7.
So 5 pi by 7 can be written as pi minus
Yeah.
2 pi by 7, no?
Yeah.
So plus 2 cos 2 pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
And you have cos 4 pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then this is basically, okay. I think we have made some silly mistakes here. I mean, in the sense we have not made good choices. So sum of the angles is 2 pi should be helpful somehow.
Mhm.
A plus B plus C is 2
Some
pi. So
conditional identity.
A by 2 plus B by 2 plus C by 2 is equal to pi, right?
Yeah.
Pi, yeah.
So basically it is like saying A by 2, B by 2, C by 2 are angles of a triangle, right?
Yeah. And then
And what
yeah,
we
yeah.
need is cos 2A plus cos 2B plus cos 2C, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now we'll use the conditional identities from SL only. This is, I think, minus 1 plus 4 something something.
Plus 4. Yeah.
Just
Sin
check
A by
once,
2
no?
sin theta.
Just be sure about it, no?
Yeah.
Just check this identity for a triangle ABC. Cos 2A plus cos 2B plus cos 2C.
Mm.
Yeah, it's equal to minus 1
Minus 4.
See?
Minus 1
Yeah.
Minus
Minus
4.
4
cos
cos
A
A,
cos
cos B,
B
cos
cos
C.
C.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we get minus 1 minus 4 cos A by 2. A was what? A, B, C was 2 pi by 7 and all, right? 2 pi by 7
Yeah.
cos 4 pi by 7 cos 8 pi by 7. This is what we have. So can we get the product value at least? It will still be slightly annoying. Why is this question annoying? I can group it and all, but I don't want to now. Wait, 2 from 2 pi by 7 and 8 pi by 7 if we group. 2 cos 2 pi by 7 into cos 8 pi by 7 becomes cos C plus D plus cos C minus D. So that is 10 pi by 7 plus cos 6 pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have a 2 cos 4 pi by 7 remaining. Cos 10 pi by 7 is 2 pi minus 4 pi by 7, so for 4 pi by 7 only. So cos 4 pi by 7, so 2 cos square 4 pi by 7 I'm getting, plus 2 cos 4 pi by 7 and cos 6 pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
And this becomes 1 plus cos 8 pi by 7 is 2 cos square 4 pi by 7, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this becomes, if you add this is cos 10 pi by 7 plus cos pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
And 8 pi by 7 is 6 pi by 7, which is pi minus pi by 7. This cancels. 8 pi by 7 will cancel with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will get a 1 plus cos 10 pi by 7. But the problem is that nothing can solve that. 1 plus cos 10 pi by 7 is basically 1 plus cos 4 pi by 7. That is what I'm ending up getting. Nobody can resolve that. No, we have already used up everything. I think. Wait. Yeah, we have already used everything. 1 plus cos 4 pi by 7 I'm getting. So that is my equal to this. So minus 1 minus 2 minus 4 cos 4 pi by 7. Something weird is happening, dude.
The angles are in like AP, right? So maybe we can do.
Angles are not
can
in
we do
AP. That is the
something
problem.
about that?
Angles are not in AP, dude. Angles were in AP, I would not have done all this. No, I would have just immediately used the formula.
Yeah, the difference is not the same.
Yeah. So, oh wait, but we can write it. So stupid, dude. Fuck. Okay, I can just write it as 6 pi by 7. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Put it in the formula
Okay.
now, right? Everyone
Yeah.
understood?
Yeah.
This 8
Yes,
pi
sir,
by
yeah.
7 is 6 pi by 7 only, no?
Yeah.
And then use the formula cos when angles are in AP, right?
Yeah.
So 2 sine n times common difference by 2. How many terms are there? 3 terms are there, right?
3 terms.
3 times common difference is 2 pi by 7 by 2,
By
right?
2.
So pi by 7 by
Yeah.
sine of common difference by 2, which is pi by 7. And now there's a cos first angle
Cos
plus
of
last
first
angle by 2,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So 2 pi by 7 plus 6 pi by 7, 8 pi by 7 by
4
2.
pi by 7.
By 2.
So cos 4 pi by 7, and this is 2 sine 3 pi by 7 into cos 4 pi by 7
Yeah.
by sine pi by 7, right?
Pi by 7.
Now
Yeah.
this becomes clearly, this is sine c cos d, right? So sine
Yeah.
c plus d plus sine c minus d. C plus d when you do, it becomes sine pi, plus sine c minus d when you do, it becomes minus pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a sine pi by 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So it becomes, this is 0 and this is minus 1 answer, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So, I mean, angles were not in AP and I was stupid enough to overlook this, but otherwise this is very easy, right? X you have gotten, right?
Yeah.
Remember that if angles are in AP, you can sum any sine or cosine series, right?
Yeah.
So look for those things. It will, even if it is not looking like it is in AP, it will be in AP. Okay.
It's not there in the options though.
Then we have missed a 2 somewhere. Minus half will be the answer.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, we missed a 2 somewhere. When 1 second. There is no 2 in this formula, by the way. So you have to put a 2 yourself, right?
Yeah.
You realize there's no 2 in the formula.
So yeah, we got it. Yeah.
You have to put a 2 yourself to make this work, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a 2 in the denominator. So answer will be minus
-1.
R.
Yeah.
Similarly, there will be another answer for the cos series.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So what you should keep in mind for the test is in the next 2-3 days, if you are doing questions, do the paragraph type or the subjective questions. These should be your focus. Okay.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
these questions only most of the time. Okay. And don't get scared if the question looks difficult. Okay, in the exam.
Yeah.
In the exam, if the question looks very difficult and all, it probably is some easy thing. See, they cannot ask you very difficult questions. This is not an Olympiad. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
the questions are easy. They are just hidden and they are made to look scary. It is supposed to be done in 3, 4, 5 minutes. Okay, so it will be some easy trick only. It will not be something that you have not seen. Okay, so even if it looks scary, don't be scared. Attempt 12, 13 out of 18. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attempt 12, 13 out of 18. Don't try to attempt more. Start with the easy subjects. Start with first chemistry. I would recommend go in this order: chemistry, physics, and maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chemistry and physics and maths, because chemistry, solving those 12, 13 questions out of 18 will take half an hour to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Maximum it will take this much. You will either know it or not know it. Right?
Yeah.
So then this you can spend 50 minutes to 1 hour, and then you will have 1 hour 15 minutes or so for maths. Right?
Yeah.
So you will have, you should pace it out yourself like this, right?
Yeah.
If you are unsure of some question, skip and move on. You can attempt 9 and 10 and get good scores. Okay.
Yeah.
9 and 10 out of 18 is also good only. 50% in the advanced test is good. I mean, anything above that is great. Okay. So 50% you have to ensure. So if it is a 186 marks paper, 62, 62, 62, right? So 30, 30, 30, I want everyone to get at least.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that is not very hard, dude. 30 marks, getting 30 marks is like in 1 hour I have to get 30 marks. No, you can solve 8-9 questions, you'll get 30 marks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
8-9 questions in 1 hour is a lot of time to solve, right?
Yeah.
So you have to realize that it's not like some difficult target that we are trying.
Yeah.
If you are doing it well and if it's happening, then attempt more. But if it is feeling like it's a difficult paper, then stick to your 10, 9, 10 correct you need to get, right?
Yeah.
Each hour.
Yeah.
Okay. And don't try to rush or panic and all. It might look scary, but it's actually not going to be so hard. Okay. Okay. That's it for now then. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, I think Monday or Tuesday, tomorrow or day after. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll do a little more revision before the test. The next class will also be revision. So get your doubts. Doubts can be from physics, chemistry, maths, dude. Anything you can ask. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Get your doubts before the exam sorted, whatever it is, next class. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Yes.
Bye, sir.